Hi everyone, and welcome back to this, the fifth in a series of 6 videos I'm bringing to you regarding the Vision and Traction Organiser, one of the tools I use from the Entrepreneurial Operating System. Now, the idea behind the Vision and Traction Organiser is it helps to bring that clarity and focus to your business so that when you start to pick things up coming out the other side of a lockdown, you're ready to go with an even more targeted and focused business plan in place than you may have had previously. So today we're coming back onto the year plan now. So the Vision and Traction Organiser, as I said to you before, it's a 2-page business plan. And that's why I love it. It's just on 2 pages and you can get everything you need on there. The first page is what we've spoken through or spoken about on the last 4 videos, which is all around vision. That's the far away stuff. Things that are going to be going on, the 10-year and the 3-year, for example, those things that are out there far, far away. Now the second page is the traction piece, which is what I'm talking to you about today, or that I'm starting to talk about today. The traction side of things is where you actually start to do things on a day-to-day basis every quarter to make sure that you're starting to drive towards that 3 and 10 year. Some people really find it easy to say, right, 10 years, I know where I want to be, I know what I want to do, and even to 3 years, I can see something, I can see a picture, I can understand what's going on. But when it actually comes to then turning that into something that you can do here and now, that's where people might struggle. Other people are here and now, they're doers, they're the ones that can do it now. I can get on with it, I can just get on with it, I can just keep on getting on with it, but then may struggle to get to 3, may struggle to get to 10, and do that whole vision thinking piece. So the combination of the 2 is really important, and if you need people to help you to do that, obviously that's what I can do. But some people can help you to guide you and to lead you into the 2 parts of thinking. Both parts are very important, working together. So the year, we talk about the year, and it is 12 months away. The first thing you should do is time bound. Straight away you can say, right, now it's May, next year it's May 2021. Set a date in place and make sure that you're working towards it. Otherwise things tend to drift a little bit. Similarly, make sure there are financials on there. If you know what you want your profits to be, or your revenue, or some other financial metrics that you've got in place, or even other measurables, like staffing levels, that kind of thing. If there are things you know you want to have in the next 12 months, make sure you record them so you can target yourselves and work towards them. And the last part to the year is to create goals. Now goals, there's lots of names, lots of terminology, different business models will use different things, but the goals is the language used in EOS. And with a goal, it's just, again, the same old analogies that keep coming back. It needs to be smart, so it needs to be specific, it needs to be measurable, it needs to be attainable, realistic, and it needs to be time bound. Again, hence the May 2021 on there, it needs to be time bound. Similarly, when you're creating anything like that, when you put something around it that's very tangible, that says, this is exactly what I want to get, and this is how I'm going to measure that I've got that thing, that's how these things start to fall into place. On top of that, once you've got your year plan in place, that's still far away. How many businesses out there, how many people have done this? I know I have, for example. You say you want to do certain things, and in the next 12 months, these things need to happen. 12 months down the line, they haven't happened. Some people get very distracted by the shiny stuff, get distracted by the here and now. There are crises happening, there are things going off, and I have to deal with these things, but that then means that the year plan falls to one side. So to get yourself onto that year plan, we then start to talk about the thing called rocks. That's the first time I've done this in a video for a little while. Flip it over the page. So we come on to rocks. Rocks are the things that you do to break things into quarters. And again, there is lots of different terminology that people use. We like rocks when it comes to EOS because it's quite a big word that people will understand. It's quite a powerful word on its own. But the other part of it comes back to that concept of you put your rocks in a jar first, then you put your pebbles, then you put your stones, then you put your sand. Otherwise, if you try and put your rocks in last, they're not going to fit. There won't be the room for them in the jar. With a rock, the idea is that you create something which is into a quarter. You break down the year plan and you look at things that you can achieve in the next quarter, the next 3 months. Now, again, quarterly, there are seasonal changes, and for whatever reason, I don't know why it is, but when it comes to seasonal changes, it just makes a difference. People start to react differently and behave differently. So there is a reason why you do a quarterly cycle. On top of that, when it comes to the quarterly cycle, you know that when you start doing something, when you first set yourself a rock, when you first set a little plan in place, you're going to have all the excitement, all the enthusiasm, and it starts to get in there. And then it starts to drop, the energy starts to drop down again towards the middle of the quarter. But then because it's only 3 months away, it doesn't take long to then pick up again and ramp up to the next part because you know that rock's due. So it's not meant to be something that's going to be a beating stick that's going to allow you to constantly keep driving harder and harder and harder. The idea is it's something that you're going to set out and say, I'm going to do this because this is going to affect my 12-month plan. This is going to affect where I'm going to be in 3 years. And by doing that with the right frequency, you'll actually start to deliver on it. What we don't want to do is create these rocks and create something where you've got absolutely no time and no window left in your calendar. Because if you do that, you're going to end up suffering with burnout, and nobody wants to have that situation. And that's where, again, rocks can work really well, but you set yourself a 3-month plan to say, these are the things I'm going to achieve this quarter, and then they're done. And then we can talk again about pulsing, and there are other tools and techniques to make sure you're actually achieving those things. And when you get to the end of that quarter, you review them, figure out where you got to, and then you do it all again for the next 3 quarters, so you get to the end of the 12-month plan. So hopefully that's helpful to you. The next video will be coming back, and we'll talk about issues and how you might want to resolve those, and that will be the close of this vision traction set of videos. Thank you very much.